Answering another question for you today. This time it's how do I lose body fat, how do I lose weight, how do I tone up. It's just basically all the same thing. I have gotten other questions, but I've been getting this all the time, so I'm going to tackle this one, alright? Also, just want to say I'm not a nutritionist, but as a natural bodybuilder and someone who's been living a healthy lifestyle for quite a few years now, you tend to pick up a lot of information on the way, pick a lot of brains, read a lot of books, pick up some good information. A lot of time has been spent kind of figuring this stuff out. Of course, I'm not done yet, but I'm getting there. Hopefully, I can share some of what I've learned with some of you folks who are looking for a place to start. All right. Also, want to say weight loss is not an easy thing. It's very difficult, which is why so many people struggle with it. One of the reasons being that 1 pound of body fat is 3,500 calories. So for each pound of body fat that you have on you, it's a representation in physical form of 3,500 extra calories that your body did not need. Alright? So, continuing on, we have 3 main things we need to keep in mind when we're trying to lose body fat. We've got cardiovascular exercise, we've got weight training, and nutrition. Alright? So, cardiovascular exercise can take many various forms. You've got walking, you can jog, you can sprint, you've got bicycling, elliptical, stairmaster, swimming, all sorts of stuff. Basically, if it raises your heart rate, makes you sweat, breathe heavy, makes you exert yourself for a prolonged period of time, it probably counts as cardiovascular exercise. And for most people, starting with 20-30 minutes, 2, 3, 4 days a week is probably a decent place to start, alright? If you need more, do more. If you need less, do less. But you gotta start somewhere. Number one mistake people make is not starting, so just do it, alright? Next thing, weight training. Weight training is very important for men and women. Girls, don't be afraid, you're not going to turn into the Hulk. You're not going to put on tons of muscle and scare people. Don't worry about it. The reason being is internally, men and women have very different chemistry, alright? You're not going to put on all that muscles, unless you start doing certain activities outside of, just the weightlifting. So as long as you're not doing that, you're fine. Don't worry about it. And guys, come on. I don't need to tell you to go lift weights. Most guys that try and lose weight, they're doing that anyways. Not a big deal. As far as weightlifting, a lot of people ask me what I do, how often I train. Myself, I lift almost every day of the week. I try and take at least 1 day off. People ask if that's overtraining. Not necessarily, so long as you're working each body part once a week. That's what works for most people, given recoverability of muscle groups. Work it once a week, give it a week to recover, and then hit it again. So yes, you can work out almost every day of the week, but make sure each muscle group is given ample rest. Alright? As far as free weights and machines, I like to mix the two. I find they both have their merit, so I like them both. Try it out, see what you think. Next thing about the weightlifting is that it's good for 2 things. A, of course, burning calories, burns a lot of calories, and also the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest, alright? Muscle takes a lot of calories just to exist. So the more muscle, the better. So go ahead and do it. Next thing, nutrition. The other 2 things, not the hardest thing in the world, but the nutrition is what trips up most people, alright? But it's very, very important. There are 3 things to keep in mind with nutrition. You've got 3 macronutrients. You've got carbs, fats, and proteins. Alright? A lot of people don't eat enough protein. Definitely want to eat more of that. Some of my favorite protein sources are, lean meats like chicken, beef, turkey, sometimes pork. I really enjoy eggs. You've got the modern convenience of protein powder, of course. They're really good, full of amino acids that the body needs. Don't be afraid of protein. A lot of people ask, oh, is protein going to ruin your liver and your kidneys? No, it's not. Unless you have some pre-existing condition, you're going to be fine. Alright, I've been taking 200 plus grams of protein since I was 14 years old. I'm 25 now, okay, I'm fine. I've gotten my blood work done out of curiosity, every now and then, and my liver and kidney function are perfect, so don't worry about it. The next thing to keep in mind are carbohydrates. Don't be afraid of carbs. Use them in moderation. The more activity you're doing, the more carbs usually you're going to need. So don't go killing yourself trying to kill it hard in the gym and then try not to have any carbs. That makes no sense. You gotta fuel what you're doing. Just be smart about it. Okay, some good carb sources. I like fruits in moderation. I do like fruits, pastas, cereals, breads, just grains in general, that sort of thing. I really like oatmeal. Yeah, don't be afraid of them. They're not bad for you. They're not going to kill you. Don't run away from carbs, alright? The next thing is fats. Don't run from fats either. I know a lot of people are anti-fat. Your body does in fact need them, alright? Just use them sparingly. Some favorite sources for me, I like egg yolks, certain oils, nuts, nut butters. I love avocado. That's a good one too. I would also count the fat in meat. If it's not a leaner meat, or even if it is a lean meat, like chicken, I do count the fat in my chicken as a fat source. Gotta count for that, alright? So yeah, don't run from them. You need those too. The three of those things together, keep those in mind. You'll do great. The other thing I want to hit on is people need to get off of this this item kick. Get off of food items. So many times I hear people say, "Oh, I ate this, I did good today," or "I didn't eat this, I did great today." Get out of that. That's not going to help you at all. You need to instead look at what you're eating and think, what is this made of? What numbers are included in this plate that's sitting in front of me? Because at the end of the day, it's just a plate of numbers. Okay, get out of food items. You can have a healthy burger or a shitty salad. I'm telling you, get off the food items thing. It's not going to help you. Okay, as far as eating, I eat 5 meals a day, 5 smaller meals. A lot of times I'll be talking to a client, new person I'm working with, asking, "What are you eating?" Like, "Oh, I don't eat that much." "Well, when do you eat?" I get done late and I eat a big meal and then I go to bed. Don't do that. Your body needs the consistency of eating throughout the day. Don't eat, 1-2 meals and think that's going to do it for you. Take the time, have the patience to plan it out, and have your meals throughout the day. Alright? Also, I wouldn't really count it as a macronutrient, but you need those vegetables in there too. They're full of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. They're good for you. Eat them. Alright? So that's the nutrition aspect. So in general, you've got cardiovascular exercise, you've got your weight training, and you've got your nutrition. Okay? Just get started. A lot of people, they don't get anywhere because they're afraid to just start. They're afraid of failure. Don't think that way. Just because something doesn't work doesn't mean you can't modify it later. As long as you get started, you're on the right track. Okay? Just be patient with yourself. Be patient with your body. And just try and have fun with it. And you'll be amazed by, what can happen with some patience and consistency. So, just do it.